Hey guys, you alright? Okay, so Lukeywookey1234 has asked me a question, and new series of videos he's starting. He's going to pick somebody from the community and ask them a question to respond, and of course others can respond to his video as well if they want to. And yeah, he picked me first, so I want to say a big thanks to Luke. Really top bloke actually. I've known Luke for quite a while now and been watching his videos for, well, I don't even know actually, it's been a long time, and he's got a really great channel. It's a really individual channel, which is what I like, because he just has a mixture of videos. If he just feels like talking about something, he'll post a video. If he wants to show you something, he'll post a video. If he's got an opinion, he'll post a video. He'll lay his emotions on the line and just like post a video and say, look, I'm feeling like this, and I don't know what to do, and ask for advice, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I really like that his channel is that way, and that he bears his soul in a way. It's really interesting to watch, and he's just a really top bloke as well. And I like the fact that he's opinionated as well. He doesn't hold back. If he thinks something, he says it, and he doesn't toe the line. This is his opinion. Agree with it, disagree with it. It creates healthy debate, and I think that's a really good thing. Especially when it comes to gaming, you should always say exactly what you think, even if everybody else disagrees with you. Put your opinion out there, because there will be people that do agree with you as well, and it's good to get discussion going. But anyway, if you've never seen Lukeywookey1234, go and check out his channel. I'm sure most of you know who he is anyway by now, but if you haven't, link in the description down below. So, the question Luke asked me was, did I pre-order the Xbox 360 when it first came out back in 2005? And if I did, what games did I get with it? And what did I think of the system at the time? Now, I have mentioned this in the past. I don't know how many of you remember that, but I'll just go over the story again, because obviously, I've got a lot of new subscribers, and people might not know. But as you can see, the Xbox back there, last generation I was pretty much verging on being an Xbox fanboy. I was like hardcore Xbox. It was ridiculous. I'm not usually a fanboy of any system. I usually just I like gaming, so I like any console. If you've got good games, I'll play it. But I was like hardcore Xbox. I started with the PS2, had that when it first came out. Xbox came out, changed everything. It was just an amazing console. And like me and my best mate both switched from PS2 to Xbox. I had a mate at work who had an Xbox, and I had a load of mates at work who had PS2s. But like all of us Xbox guys, we used to just rip the piss out of the PlayStation 2 constantly. It was ridiculous. We were just constantly slating the machine. Not in a bad way as far as like a lot of the kids do these days, where they just go completely over the top. But in like a jovial manner about it. And I remember when Splinter Cell came out on the PS2, and we was all going, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna look shit. The lighting effects will be crap. The graphics are gonna look crap. It just hasn't got the horsepower. It's on the Xbox for a reason. But yeah, I was really into the Xbox. Loved the system to bits. So when the 360 was announced, I was all over it. I was watching the E3 coverage, just watching anything I could get online about it, and I was just absorbing it all. And yeah, I did pre-order the system, and December 2nd, 2005, the system came out in the UK. And yeah, leading up to it, I pre-ordered it as soon as Game, who are now no more in some places, not down here anyway, we've lost them. So, but yeah, I pre-ordered it day one. As soon as they started taking pre-orders, I got the email next morning on my lunch break. I went straight down there, went to put in a pre-order. They hadn't even got the leaflets ready yet, and I was just like, Christ, you're a bit early. I was like, I've got to pre-order this system. I have to have a 360. And at that point, all I'd seen was the console. I hadn't seen any game footage or anything. I didn't know what games were coming out on launch day. I didn't know anything really. I just knew I had to have it because the new Xbox. Got to buy it. So pre-orders it. I'm the first person to pre-order it at the shop, which I was really chuffed about. That was so cool to be number one. And December 2nd rolls round, and they called me up a couple of days beforehand, said, you've got your machine, what games do you want to order for it? Told them the games I wanted. I ordered Project Gotham 3, remember what, Call of Duty 2, Perfect Dark Zero, wish I hadn't, and Condemned. And Condemned was like a game I knew nothing about. It just looked interesting, so I just bought it. I just wanted a good selection to play. And so the day rolls around, December 2nd, 2005, and I took the day off work because I just had to. I had to go and spend the whole day playing Xbox 360. And because I was first in line, I was guaranteed a console. They promised me that earlier in the week. They said, just come in at any point. We're open at 7 o'clock. We're opening early. Just come in at any point in the day, just pick your machine up. But not me, I couldn't do that. I was like, I couldn't sleep literally, so I was like, screw this. So a couple of days earlier, I got myself a flask, and on the day of the actual launch, I got up early, about 4 in the morning, something like silly like that. by 5:30 I was down. Was it 5? It was 5 or 5:30. I was at game, which was, it was only about 20 minutes away from my house, maybe 15 on the bus, you know, depending on traffic. Not that it matters, but yeah, I was there at like 5:30 in the morning. You know, flask of tea, and I joined the queue of people. There was about 10 or 12 people there who hadn't ordered one, and were just trying to scoop up the consoles they had left over. And there was a guy who'd been sitting on a deck chair all night since midnight trying to get one for his son, which, good on him, kudos. I mean, that's just dedication and half. That's more than me, actually, that is. But yeah, it was brilliant because it was great just being in the line, talking to people who are also excited about the 360 and the games that were coming out. And it's just an absolutely awesome atmosphere. I've said before, like months before, when they put the pod in the game, so you could test the games out and try them out, see what you think. And at that point, Call of Duty 2 didn't look. I've seen a few screenshots online. It looked a bit crap, to be honest. It looked really like the last gen, like the previous Xbox. And I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be worth the money or not. And I've never played the original Call of Duty games on the Xbox either, so I didn't know what to expect. I'd only played Medal of Honor. But I thought, well, just order it anyway. And as I say, I pre-ordered that one. And when we played it on the pod, I got all my friends at work who were PlayStation fans, and we all played Call of Duty on the pod. And I was like, I'm glad I ordered the console, because when we saw the smoke effects, that, you know, the end of the beginning was the demo that they played, and we all played it, and we was just like, holy shit! It was like, I honestly didn't think at that point that graphics could get any better than the original Xbox. And when I saw Call of Duty running on 360 and I played it, I was just like, wow! I was like, we were literally just standing in the shop going, look at the smoke effects! Look at the smoke effects! That's unreal! It was amazing. You know, we all got killed loads and we didn't know what the hell we was doing, but it was really fun. And I managed to convert all my PlayStation fans to buy an Xbox 360, which is even better. And then, of course, in the future, I went on to ditch the 360 and go to the PlayStation 3. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but there you go. But yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I just remember day one getting the machine, coming out of the game with a massive bag, got all the games in the box. It's like 7, half 7 in the morning, and like people are coming to work, and I'm sitting in the bus stop waiting for the bus. And there's this shady looking geezer on the other side of the bus shelter, and he's looking at me, and I'm just thinking, don't even try it, mate. You dare try and take this off me, I'll beat you down, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not losing this. I was probably being paranoid because the guy probably wasn't even looking at me funny. He's probably just, you know, trying to figure out what's in the bag or something, or maybe he was just waiting for a buzz and I was being paranoid, but I don't know. But yeah, it's great. I got back to the house, unwrapped it all, plugged it all in. First thing I did, Call of Duty 2, bang that in, and oh man, it just met my expectations. I played the demo of the game, loved it. Playing the full game was just fantastic. I mean, the controls were just spot on, the graphics were just absolutely beautiful. You know, loads of colour, really cool lighting, great smoke effects. The acting was spot on. The story was good enough for what it was. You know, it's a really, really fun game, and I still play it today. It's that good. Really solid. I remember playing Project Gotham 3 and it was okay. I didn't like it as much as number 2 and number 1. I thought number 3 was too much of a simulation, whereas the first two are a lot more arcadey, and so it kind of disappointed me a little bit. Perfect Dark Zero, yeah, another massive letdown. I thought, oh, it's going to be the true sequel to the N64 game, it's going to be brilliant. And then I played it and it really wasn't very good at all. It was pretty shite, to be honest. I have got it again now and I've tried playing it, and yeah, it's really bad. It's not terrible. I mean, it's playable, but it's just lacking that certain something that made the original so much fun. But like, the outstanding game for me at launch was Condemned. It was a game I knew nothing really about. I don't even remember reading too much up on it or seeing any screenshots or anything. I'm pretty certain it was just, you know, because I got the other 3 ordered, I wanted to get a 4th one because I like to have round numbers, and I just thought, screw it, I'll buy that game. And I'm glad I did, because I remember playing it and being absolutely shit scared. It scared the crap out of me. It still does to this day. It really does put you on edge, but it's such a brilliant game, so fun. And I just love the detective element of it, and you know, the first person view and using melee combat, and that the guns only have so much ammo, so you have to use more melee, and you can whack people with pipes and pieces of wood, you know, like 2x4s and stuff. And it's just absolutely brilliant. The intensity of this situation when it's pitch black dark, you've got a small amount of light, and you've got some crackhead running at you, just going mental, and you're trying to like club him in the face and like run for your life. It just puts you on edge. It's like when you're standing in the corridors and you can hear the guy running about, and you're like, where the hell is he? And he's screaming at you, and you're like, what the hell? And like your character screams out, and all you hear is the crackhead bloke just go, F you! And it's just like, what the hell's going on? He just comes steaming at you and goes, ah! Absolutely awesome. I love that. I thought it was just such a brilliant game. And yeah, I've played it quite a few times since launch, and it's fantastic. And it's a real shame really actually now, because I say, I'm into the PlayStation 3 now. I'm absolutely hardcore PlayStation 3, love it to bits. Not just for the software, but because it's a multimedia hub, it does everything I want it to do perfectly, and it's simple to use, and it's a fantastic bit of kit, and Sony did a great job making that machine. And the thing that did it for me with Microsoft was just that the software went downhill. After like they lost Jay Allard, Peter Moore, you know, it was just, there was no interest because it was just corporate and boring. And I know that they are a corporate business, and I know that Peter Moore and Jay Allard are just businessmen flogging a product. But they never came across like that way. They came across as true gamers, and they enjoyed what they were doing as a job, and they enjoyed playing games. And you know, I used to like watching their E3 press conference because it was always going to be fun and entertaining. And Peter Moore had come out and he's got his new tattoo for the game, like, you know, GTA 4 when that came out, and it was just brilliant. I used to love all that sort of stuff. I remember, like, I watched recently, back a couple of months back, I re-watched the press conference from, I think it was 2005 at E3, where Jay Allard's sitting on the floor in his little hoodie and his bald head, and he's got his control, and he's showing you the wireless controller, and he's showing you all the navigation and the menus and stuff. And it was just such a brilliant press conference. And now, you know, you get Don Matrick, you know, this slick corporate city type, who's a complete twat. I mean, he's just so not got any interest in gaming at all. He couldn't give a shit. It's all about the business and the numbers and looking good and, you know, making his hair look nice. And he's a dick. And I just really hate the way Microsoft have gone. The software's gone downhill in terms of IP. I mean, as I say, they just rely on Fable, Gears of War, Halo, and they think they can get them through. Well, I'm sorry, but it can't. And if they don't start picking the game up, they ain't got a chance in hell in the next Xbox. And I know that there's like shitloads of Xbox fanboys, and that the Xbox is like, well, it's not the most successful because the Wii is, but you know, it's the one that everybody sees as the best console out there. It really isn't. Build quality shite. But even on the new one, I've got the Slimline, and that thing's still bloody noisy. It doesn't die, which is good, but it's still too noisy. But yeah, I'm just really disappointed because, you know, being a massive Xbox fanboy last generation, starting off this generation with the 360 and being absolutely mega impressed and loving the system, loving the games, and there's a constant stream of quality titles coming out for it. And then as soon as Jay Allard and Peter Moore left, it went like that, and they just completely lost the plot. And now all you get now is Kinect, and that's a load of crap because they don't release anything that's for us lot. All they release is the same old stuff for your kids. Now, it's great if you've got a family, and you know, I'm sure it's a lot of fun, but if you're just a gamer, what's Kinect got for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's got the multimedia function. Great. I mean, that's cool. I'd like to sit there and go and all this shit and, you know, and speak to it. But I mean, I ain't paying a lot of money out just to do a bit of Minority Report to watch a movie. I'll watch it on my PlayStation instead. So it's a real disappointment. And, you know, for me personally, this year at E3, Microsoft have got the most to prove. And especially next year, if they come out with the next Xbox next year, they really need to like prove to me that they actually have learnt, and they won't. They ain't going to bring any new IPs out. They're not going to take any risks. They ain't Sony. You know, Sony might be corporate, but at the end of the day, Sony are willing to take risks. The Last of Us is coming out now. I know people are going to go, yeah, but it's just another cover-based shooter. It may be, but it's all about the story and the characters and all that as well, and that's more important than it's Naughty Dog quality company. And you know, it's a brand new IP, whether it's a cover-based shooter or not. It doesn't matter what the actual genre is. The fact is, Sony have gone, yeah, it's alright, go on, give it a try. If it don't work, fair enough, we tried, but if it does, great, we'll make a load of money. You know, Microsoft wouldn't do that. Microsoft are like, whoa, I ain't taking that risk, too much money involved, and it's a shame. So yeah, I mean, to answer your question, like, yeah, I did pre-order it, and I absolutely loved the system on day one, and for quite a while actually, up until 2007, yeah, that was when the PlayStation came out. It was 2006 in Japan, 07 over here, wasn't it? Because I originally imported an American PlayStation 3 because I couldn't wait, I was getting fed up of waiting. And then I got a UK one on launch, which was just extortionately priced, but it wasn't really. When you consider it, I mean, what's involved? You know, at the time, Blu-ray players were like £1,000, so 425 quid for a PlayStation 3 with a Blu-ray player inside. It was a really good price. It's just a lot of money if you look at it as just a games console. you looked at the multimedia side, it was a bargain, but it was still a lot of money. But yeah, so there you go. That was my answer. So I hope you enjoyed this, Luke. Hope everybody else enjoyed this video. I'd be interested to see what you guys all think. You know, did you buy the 360 or not? Have you still got a 360 now? Have you had to buy a new 360 because your 360 died? What are your opinions of Microsoft and the Xbox? You know, have they got a future or are they screwed? What do you think? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As I say, if you haven't already, go and check out Luke's channel, because Luke is a top bloke and you'll definitely get a good variety of videos. Really nice bloke. So Lukeywookey1234 down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all again soon.